Okay, quick question, couple questions for anybody out there doing gold refining just as a hobby. So, I've run a lot of pins, probably about a pound worth, through some nitric acid. Um, and I ran into my first problem when I was trying to strain everything off. But I have here some of the dried product that came out of it. As you can see, I get a lot of this gray, real fine crud. And when it's in the water, it's horrible because it's like a fine silt, and whatever I use to screen it, to filter it out, I get a lot of that, and it plugs up the filters. It's a mess, and if I let it dry, this is what I end up with. I end up with my gold being all caught up with it, and it's actually stuck in pieces of it and wound all through it and everything else. So anybody who has any idea about how to separate this and how to maybe prevent this gray clumpy stuff here from getting into my mix, would be helpful. I do have some here that I was able to filter out just through a paper towel here. The rip came afterwards once the paper towel was dry, so there was no loss from that. But the question is, now I've got this nice gold here stuck to paper towel. So the question I have with that is, can I take out all this extra paper towel that I know doesn't have any gold product on it, and then can I burn this in a controlled environment to basically take this paper that's left down to nothing but carbon? Is that going to affect the purity in the pour? Obviously, this is just a this is before running anything through Aqua Regia, which I haven't done yet, because I want to get this figured out first. I don't want to be running a bunch of extra material that I don't have to through that. So that's my question, or both of my questions. The gray crud here that I've ended up with all of my gold mixed in with from that small group, and the paper towel here. I didn't know if I took this off, and when I say a controlled environment, I'm talking about I've got the furnace for melting, but I didn't want to throw a piece of paper in there with gold on it, shut the lid, and hope for the best. Unless somebody's done that, I didn't know if this will carbonize and just burn away at a higher temperature or not. So I'm not too entirely sure on that, but anybody who's encountered either of these problems would be helpful, because I'm kind of anxious to keep going. I did get a small pour done not too long ago, which was nice. So this was some material that I had run through, but most of this came from a piece of jewelry that I found while out metal detecting. An old turn-of-the-century picture locket that was gold. As you can see, I got a lot of stuff to process through here. I've got a lot of memory and RAM here, and this is just a small, real small sample. The whole upstairs of the barn here is full of this stuff that I'm ready to move on as soon as I can get these two hurdles behind me. So anybody with any hints, anybody that's been through it before, that's seen this, any advice or tips would be appreciated. Thank you.